It's time for a review of Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. Now, this has been a long-awaited sequel to the original masterpiece, well, semi-masterpiece, Sherlock Holmes. And as always, this movie was a great movie. The actors and the characters they portray were really good and they match up perfectly. I really like all the characters in this one. I like the new ones. I like the story. It was pretty good. I felt the story was very great as well. I didn't like those, well, I'm not going to spoil the scenes I don't like because if the people haven't seen it yet, I'm not going to spoil it for them. But I'm Sherlock Holmes 2, A Game of Shadows. It was pretty good. Now, in an emotional level, I thought there were a lot of tragic moments in the film. Oh my god, is this going to happen? Oh no, is he going to die? And it's a lot of... But I really like the guns in this movie. That's all I have to say. If you've seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't like the new disguises very well. That's the only thing downside that I don't like. The costumes, the disguises in the original movie were very good. This one, not really that much. But you know Holmes, he has to do whatever he can to disguise himself to complete something. And he's still smart as always. I thought Moriarty was a great villain and a fantastic successor to Blackwood. But since this was a standalone sequel, it had no connection to Sherlock Holmes. And it doesn't even have a connection on that electric device that Moriarty stole at the end of the first movie. It's not mentioned throughout anything of Game of Shadows. So that's one of the other things I don't like about this movie. It doesn't really explain what happens at the end. Now then, well, what do I give this movie? I give this movie a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I gave the last one a 4 out of 5 stars. But it's a good movie. It's a great sequel. It's a true Sherlock experience. Now, last but not least, there is a homage to a certain adaptation. Well, there's a certain scene in the movie I'm not going to spoil, but if you're a true Sherlock Holmes fan, you're going to know what I'm going to talk about at the end. And finally, should there be a Sherlock Holmes 3? Hell yeah, if you've seen the ending to the movie, you know what I'm talking about. There's gonna be a Sherlock Holmes 3, and they are writing one right now. But the writer of the dirt flick has to yet write Iron Man 3, Robert Downey Jr.'s next major project. So until Iron Man 3 is written up and then he works on Sherlock Holmes 3, don't expect Sherlock Holmes 3 until 2013. Well, I talked enough. Go watch the movie. I give this movie is excellent, but not perfection. Thank you, and